What is up, my friends? Thanks for hopping into another beer review with me. Today we have a New England style IPA coming in at 7.5%, 32 IBUs out of Asheville, North Carolina. This is Burial's The Mechanics of Chaos in the Construct of Transformation. Huge mouthful of a title for a beer, name for a beer, but that's pretty much how Burial does it. Big existential names for their beers, or the majority of their beers. But just take a look at that can art. Burial has some of the best can art in the business, in my opinion. Just awesome stuff. Like I said, this is a IPA. On the back it says, where we can stand inside ourselves, where our surroundings melt into the tiny hole between reality and projection. This is where we absorb an unwarranted fate, the place where untold volumes of unpragmatic screams await, an awakening within the corridors of the heavy resin. Made with oats, whirlpooled with incognito and cryo, and then double dry hopped with galaxy, mosaic, and eclipse. So incognito is it's an extract, it's a hop extract made primarily for the whirlpool process of brewing. They concentrate the flavors down, and it helps reduce the process of loss in brewing, because the more hop pellets you use in brewing, the less yield in the end you'll have with your beer. You'll lose a lot in the process. Cryo, on the other hand, is the process of taking the hop and splitting it and getting out all the lupulin powder from inside there. And lupulin provides a lot of the hop flavor and aromas that are present in the beers. So they concentrate that down and throw it in the brew, and that helps, and that imparts all the alpha acids and oils without bringing in all the unnecessary astringent and vegetal flavors you sometimes get in heavily hopped IPAs and double IPAs and triple IPAs and all the IPAs, all the words. But enough of that brewing talk, the nerd talk. Let's do what we came here to do and get into this bad boy and see what it's all about. Pours a bright yellow, opaque, just juicy looking. Bubbles coming to the top, getting about half a finger to a finger ahead on that thing. Pretty tight bubbles coming up. See some of the little bigger bubbles kind of throwing up there around the sides. Oh wow, yeah. Got a lot of those fruit juices. Mangoes, oranges, maybe a little bit of pineapple there. Just a slight towards the end, the faint, really faint kind of dankness, a little grassiness to it. Yeah, that smells amazing. That smells wonderful. Burial does phenomenally with their IPAs. Can't wait to jump into this one. Cheers, y'all. Yeah, it's a lot danker on the mouthfeel, in the taste than it is on the nose. I would expect this one to be a lot more juicier than it is dank, but it's a lot of danky grassiness. The fruits are there, but they're under all of the dankness to this guy. The oats that they have used to brew this beer give it a very nice coating mouthfeel. I'll give it on the medium to heavier side of mouthfeel, but it's super good. It's really good. It's what I expect from a burial IPA. Yeah, that's really good. Dankness. Some of those tropical fruits are in there, but it's more of just a dank, resinous, grassy beer. I mean, it's what you would expect from the description on the back. Even it says on the back, further heavy resin. If you're interested, they also got the QR code back there. Pause it and scan it if you feel like it. But yeah, this is a solid burial beer. If you've had burial beers before, you kind of know the dankness that I'm getting off of this. It's what I get off a lot of their beers that are heavily that are not the heavily fruited type beers, the dankier beers. It's the same feel that I get out of it. Super good, super approachable. If you're looking for a mildly bitter, danky beer, I suggest try and find this guy. You know, wherever you can find burial beer, I'm sure you can find this one. This one cost me $4.99 a can. So that's pretty much the availability. If you can find burial, you can find this guy. But yeah, solid overall beer. Nothing earth-shattering, but it's your typical very good burial beer. Burial makes top-of-the-line IPA, so your average burial beer is probably going to be a step above your average everyday IPA. I give it 2 steps. If you've had a burial beer, if you had this one, let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. If you had any burial beer, let me know what your favorite one is. I'm going to go enjoy this one. Hope you find one to enjoy as well. Cheers.